Hope you've had a great day, everybody. A huge heavyweight blockbuster of a press conference on the banks of the Thames. It's going to be a swashbuckling showdown, this, no doubt. Live and exclusive on DAZN worldwide, sponsored by Oosh and brought to us by MF Pro, their first show. What a show. And Queensberry. What shows we've been having for Queensberry and what lie ahead in 2026. Tickets for this, the 100, we're calling it, on April the 4th from the world-famous O2 Arena. What a great venue for boxing. Pre-sale live now, general sale from 2 p.m. on Friday. Before I bring the big boys out, just a quick welcome to the elite gentlemen on the top table. Amir Abdallah from MF Pro. Alongside him, just next to me here, Hall of Fame promoter. He really needs no introduction, doesn't he? Mr. Frank Warren with us. My excellent colleague down on the far side, Mr. Alfie Sharman from DAZN. And Deontay's be a bit more generous. And an old friend and a great guy. What a boxing guy. A man of many talents. The manager, long-time manager of Deontay Wilder, Mr. Shelley Finkel. Great to see Shelley in London. There was a gap in the middle. But here, another of our favourite promoters over the last, 20, 30 years. I don't know how long Cal and Nisse have been doing this business. Since they were kids, really. From MF Pro and many other guys is Calais Sowland is with us. Okay, time to get these legends out. Please welcome with a record of 44 wins, 43 by knockout in 49 fights. He's from Tuscaloosa in Alabama. The hardest hitting puncher, I believe, since Ernie Shavers, maybe George Foreman. He's the former long-reigning heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Bronze Bomber, Mr. Deontay Wilder. The Bomb Squad in the building. We know he's also here, but let's bring him in properly. One of the most popular, charismatic, cult heavyweights of the modern era, with a record of 36 wins, 23 by KO, also making his 50th ring walk on April the 4th. The former British Commonwealth, European and two-time challenger for the world heavyweight crown. He is, of course, Del Boy or Derek War Chisora. Seems a bit surreal, this, doesn't it, after their long journeys. Half a century of heavyweight fights on one side, another in fight number 50. It's the 100, two of the most exciting, fearless and dangerous heavyweights of their generation. England and America. I guess first question, Deontay Wilder, why here in London and why now?
I believe in divine timing, Adam. You know, I serve a God that makes all things possible. You know, it may not come when you want it, but it's always on time, I always say. And why not here? You know, some of the best boxing fans in the world lives here. You know, we got the O2 Arena, we got Chisora, and I'm looking forward to the fight. I need this fight. I like I said before, I need Derek more than he needs me because of the thing he brings to the table. I need to see where I am. I feel like I'm back. I've been broken down and rebuilt all over again, and here I am with a beautiful smile on my face, with my spirit so high that I can fly, and I'm looking forward to it, you know, and I can't wait.
We know you love Sheffield. We had you ringside for AJ Klitschko all those years ago on the commentary mic, but you're back here on a mission. Is this a must-win for you in order to fight for the World Heavyweight crown again? What is left in the Deontay Wilder locker?
This is definitely a must-win for me. Not only a win, but I need a devastating win. I need a knockout. That's what we come to see. You know, you got two beautiful heavyweights up here that you don't know what to expect from them. You know, we have a question mark on our back because we're unpredictable as fighters. But his style match mine and mine match him. He comes with everything. He throws everything in the kitchen sink. You can add the toaster, the blender, and everything else. He's gonna bring. He hit you in places that you don't want to be hit, and he don't care. He wants to win. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win. And that's what I want, that's what I need. I told Derek, after we didn't talk on the phone and FaceTimed each other, I said, bro, this is gonna be the last time. After this press conference, after the final press conference, we will be in the ring. And after that, it's a fight. I don't want no one to get this misconstrued. I don't want anyone to get this mistaken here as our friendship, as y'all see it unfold, because this is how it's been for a while. We don't fake it, you understand me? We don't have to have things to bring up get mad over each other and nothing. We leave that behind. We don't even need security here. Y'all can rest today. You understand? But I want you to know when that night of the fight comes, that will switch off. You will see two enemies in the ring that's gonna try to whoop each other. I told Derek, I want you to try to kill me because I need that. I need that. And that's what he's gonna do. So I'm looking forward to it. This is a special moment. My 50th fight, his 50th fight, combined together is the 100th fight. One is looking to retire and the other one's looking to be the diamond in the rough. He said he's gonna carry me with him and we're gonna go fishing, but I go fishing, but I ain't retiring.
Thou shalt know.
Deontay, 2008 is when you turned pro, but you've made a bit of a history. You say unpredictable in the ring. You've been unpredictable out of it as well. You do like to get under fighters' skin, a little bit like Derek. Why the respect here? Have you looked at him from afar and just believe that he is a great heavyweight like yourself? Do you need to get that anger, that fire back in your belly outside of the ring?
I mean, respect is earned and not just given. And this is another man that risked his life in the ring just like me. This is a loving father and so many other things that he brings to the table, you know. And you know, I'm a type of person. I go off of energy. I go off of feel, and this is all I ever felt from him. Many times we supposed to fall like a decade ago, and then here it is, December we supposed to fall, and then February here it is in April. So you know, God is an on-time God, you know, and this is where it's supposed to happen. It is meant to happen. So as a fighter, we all have a respect for each other at some point in time, and then once you get out of the ring and you release your energy amongst each other, it brings us even closer, you know. I think it's gonna bring us even more closer. You know, like I said before, I'm gonna retire him with two black eyes.
Already got two.
Derek, he mentions tables. We've had tables turned over. We had all sorts of controversy at press conferences through your career, which has made you so engaging as well as watching you fight. But it seems so calm and cool, this build-up. Why?
Sorry. Let me fix the microphone. It's in my throat.
Oh,
there you go. think because we're old. It's just it. He's 40, I'm in my 40s, so can you imagine two grown men wrestling right now on the floor? You'd be like, what the hell is this? You know, we want to sell this fight in a different way. Now, look at this right now. You know, all these people came out to see you, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I do a press conference, it's not that much. Or maybe, you know what? I realize it's MF Pro. Yeah, because coming from the other side, what you call that, fake boxing now, and now you come to real boxing. So I get it. So now you my life, right? Yeah. So now I understand because I've got this crowd. Yeah, it's a good crowd, young crowd. Understand? So thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah. So listen, I don't want to sell this fight with violence because there's too much violence in the world right now. So we want to sell it on the point of like, there's so much love between me and this brother here. First fight I went to watch in New York was him and Spuka, you know, and I went to watch him with TF, with Tyson. But you know what? I always wanted to fight him. And people always ask me, why? Why do you want to do that for? I just want to fight him. But coming back on the selling point, the way we're doing it right now is going great because I think we're doing good numbers. And one of my favorite things for this whole weekend, I introduced him to fish and chips at Borough Market. So I'm buzzing about that. I enjoy that. So
This is real, Derek. This isn't sort of playing games here, the fish and chips.
No. Listen, it's real because he's my boy. You understand? After this fight, I might go and stay in Alabama for like a week with my family and just hang out there.
Can you believe that you haven't fought so far through both of your careers? You mentioned the Spilka fight. It's a fighter you've got in common, obviously Fury 3 times each as well. But it's amazing this hasn't happened until now. And finally we get to see it on April the 4th because you've got the two styles that should blend into an absolute classic.
Yeah, you know what? If fighters speak to each other, fights will be happening. That's what I'm going to say. From now on, my point to every fighter out there, if you want to fight somebody, speak to them yourself, make it happen behind the scenes yourself, and then you tell the promoters what you done. So that way you get to fight each other. Because sometimes the space in between is a very big gap. You know, it's like Chinese whispers, you never know. So I'm just happy that me and this guy are fighting. I'm just happy to be promoted by my first promoter and my newlywed to be promoter as well. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy that Frankie's sitting here with me today.
Yeah, almost 19 years as a professional fighter, Derek. Did you ever believe that you'd have achieved so much in this period when you first started?
You know what? No, I was just doing for the fun of it, you know. I was just doing for the fun of it. When I realized I can get laid by boxing, and I realized I can watch boxing with the Crown Prince, and then I'm like, wow, this is what happens in boxing. So I think, let me take it seriously now. So, but you know what? I am taking it seriously. Last fight, number 50. I'm excited.
This is the last fight, win or lose. He says he's going to knock you out. What happens when you lock horns together finally with Deontay?
Listen, I think everybody knows what I say. Listen, right now we're just happy to be in the same room and just hanging out with each other. But I believe April, when he arrives in April, I think he arrives one day and he comes back and the first press conference, it's done. You know, friendship is out the window. We actually put the friendship in the bag for the time being. And then we are at it. And then after that, about 12 rounds or 5 rounds or 6 rounds, and we hug and shake. We're back as brothers.
Before I get to everyone else on the table, you've got legend on the back of your t-shirt. Do you believe you're the star of this show, or he is?
We are both, because I don't think if he was here, I would not get all this crowd here. And I believe the United Kingdom love Deontay. Everywhere he goes, he's a star. So, you know, so that is it. He's got better knockouts than me. You know, he's been losing fights, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the guy is on the floor, don't know what happened. So, I think he's a bigger star than me.
Do you echo that, Deontay? How do you feel about that? It's Chisora, Wilder here. It's Wilder, Chisora in the States. Is it just the two of you meshed together for a fabulous night?
Most definitely. You know, like I said, we need each other, and you know, I don't think one is bigger than the other. And here in this moment, you know, we both come together and bring what we see now. You know, and then when the time of the fight, you see all the fans in the arena. And the millions that's going to be watching, you know, you'll know that we both did it together, and that's what it takes. It takes two fighters to be great and do what they have to do. Like Derek said, you know, we all should talk to each other. You know, whether you like each other or not. You know, just for information, so you won't be manipulated, so you won't be lied to. You understand me? Let the best fights happen at the time they should happen, and. It's just gonna be a exciting fight. I can't wait. You know, many guys would never fight their friends and stuff like that for various reasons. So you got to know we got a sick mind to be able to fight each other like this, and we're gonna hurt each other. At least try to. And then after that, we're gonna make amends and we're gonna go on about our lives. And everybody gonna years later talk about how great this fight was.
Yep, the 50th fight each and a 50-50 fight. Amir, bring you in first of all from MF Pro. How delighted are you to be involved in this big heavyweight event for early 2026?
What an absolute honor. I mean, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and all of the people that will be attending, which we expect to be a sellout crowd at the O2 Arena. For me, Derek and Deontay are personal friends of mine. I know what their relationship is because I've seen them together outside of this event. To be able to put a fight like this together with MF Pro, of course partnered with Queensberry, is a tremendous honor for me and for MF Pro. This is our inception event. This is us coming out of the gates. Of course, you're all familiar with Misfits, which is the influencer, what Derek calls the circus kind of boxing. This is the traditional boxing. This is how we're starting our mission. This is how we're starting our venture into professional boxing with Chisora Wilder Chisora. And what better can it be than having a partner promoter as Frank Warren and George and Queensberry on DAZN exclusively worldwide. Of course, working with Derek and Deontay. I had 38 phone calls with him one day. One of my bucket list things was to be able to sit on a press conference with the great Shelley Finkel. So it's an absolute honor. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody, for coming. April 4th, it's going to be an absolute blockbuster.
I'm going to bring Shelley in a minute. Firstly, to Alfie down the far end, DAZN with an incredible schedule. We're right in the heart of it. Beginning of February, we've got so much to look forward to. What is it particularly about this one that whets your appetite?
Yeah, thanks Adam, and echoing what was just said, fantastic turnout today. You know, despite the greeting from Derek, I'm a huge fan. These two guys are icons of heavyweight boxing, and April 4th at the O2, live exclusively on DAZN, is going to be an amazing throwdown. For us at DAZN, 2026 so far, we've hardly come up for air. Just this weekend, just gone, we saw Josh Kelly become the latest British world champion in Newcastle. Congratulations
Josh,
to him.
well done, Josh.
Well done, Josh. MSG sold out. Shakur Stevenson, formidable against Teofimo Lopez. All of these shows that we have coming up, obviously Nick Ball this weekend, Wood Warrington in a couple of weeks, Garcia Barrios, Clarissa Shields, the self-proclaimed GWOAT, is returning, all exclusive to DAZN. But for me, it's this show that I cannot wait for. As I say, icons. I grew up watching these two guys trade leather with some of the best in the era.
Sorry, man. How old are you?
Very
What do
personal.
you say? Our icons. You make it like sound like we're old. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Jesus Christ. D, we're old.
We're old. Thank you.
Jesus.
It's moisturising me too. So listen, you know, I'm a fan first and foremost.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you know, we're very, very privileged to be putting on this event worldwide. We've not worked with Deontay exclusively before in the past, and as was just mentioned, Shelley's a legend. So working with Queensberry, obviously Calla, Frank, great friends at DAZN. We look forward to seeing you all there, April 4th live and exclusive on DAZN.
Yeah, fantastic, Alfie. So many fights between then and April the 4th, but what a heavyweight night we will have at the O2. Shelley Finkel, you love the heavyweights. You've been around Deontay since the word go. It's a pleasure to have you, as everybody is saying, in London. A warm welcome. What excites you so much about the challenge of Derek Chisora against the man that you've guided for so long?
First, I want to say, Adam, I'm glad to see you here looking so good.
Right.
And that's very important. He went through a big battle, more important than a lot of the fights we see, and he's the champion.
Thank you, Shane.
You're very welcome. You know, everyone says how calm and mild this is and how Chisora is, but I know the other Chisora. I managed Klitschko when they were fighting. I was there when Chisora turned the table over and I had to jump to get out of the way. And I guess with age, you do mellow, or hopefully you learn and you grow. This is a match. Look, Usyk came to us recently to fight. We didn't know if that could happen, and we were on a trajectory to fight Chisora. It's a great test. I believe my guy will win, but I don't think it's easy by any means. I don't think because they talk now like this, you're going to see that in the ring. You're going to see two people looking to kill each other. But it's something that the fans, I know, will walk away saying, wow, I'm glad I saw it. And boxing is like no other sport. You can't tell someone, did you see that knockout? You could see a touchdown, you could see something happening. But boxing is at any moment. Someone could be, like Deontay says, everyone needs 8, 10, 12 rounds. All I need is 2 seconds. And in very infrequently any other sport, the drama is that way. If you're down 40-0, it's very unlikely in the fourth quarter you're coming back. So it's a very dangerous fight, and I'm glad I'm part of it.
Yeah, Shelley, you've lived the drama, the many ups and the downs as well through Deontay's career. How does it emotionally feel at ringside watching him, having been with him for so long, and how confident are you that he gets it right on April the 4th?
I'm confident every time he goes in he's going to win, and this one I'm very confident, and that's not taking anything away from Chisora at all. When Usyk's people, I honestly believe the toughest fight that Usyk ever had was with Chisora. I remember when it was, I think it was the second fight of Chisora of Usyk as heavyweight, and I said, God, I don't think this guy is going to be that great. And he has been Usyk, but it also showed how great Chisora is.
Thank you.
And we take nothing away from him. And if my guy were to lose, it's because that guy was better, because we're coming to win. He's coming to win by knockout. And if it doesn't, it's only because Chisora is as good as people say.
Thanks, Shelley. I'm going to move a couple down the road to Kalle Sauerland. Kalle, you've said that this is so important, not just that it's a cracking battle of two great heavyweights, but the loser really has nowhere to go. Do you really feel that it is a W at all costs for both Deontay and Derek on April the 4th?
Yeah, I mean, it's the stage of their careers. Look, let's not beat around the bush here. They're in their twilight of their careers. But you know what? When Deontay was talking and Derek was talking, I was just thinking to myself, what a crime it would have been if this heavyweight generation didn't see this fight. And Derek has talked about this fight for so many years, and at times I thought, man, that's crazy. But his trajectory has been unbelievable in the last 5 years. Unbelievable. I think you could look back in heavyweight history. I've never seen a trajectory of a heavyweight at this stage of his career. You look at the fighters. We talk about Frank 19 years ago, 15 years ago. we had our first, that was actually together with Frank as well, was Robert Elenius. Yes, you got robbed. Yes, you got robbed that
Because
night.
you were promoting it. And this one, I might get robbed
You
again.
were on the wrong side that night. You were on the wrong side that night. You know, but honestly, like, we released you 7 years ago. I thought it was over, and then you met. It was David Hay, really. That got together, and suddenly you found another gear in your career, or else we would not be here now. You have found something that only God knows what you have found that has changed, because your style hasn't really changed. It's the engine, and that makes this fight so interesting. So interesting. You've got Deontay, who is, this is not promoter BS, this is the Ring Magazine. The Ring Magazine, hardest punching heavyweight of all time, right? So we sort of know what Deontay's going to try and do Easter weekend. We know what Derek brings. It's on his shorts. He brings war. He's done it from his first pro fight. He just seems to have really, in the last 5 years, found the recipe of doing it very well. And it's sustained. He used to go hot and cold during the fight. He does it, it's sustained. I was watching the Wallin fight, you know. And I agree with Shelley as well. You know, I promoted Usyk at cruiserweight. Phenomenal fighter. Phenomenal. But I looked at him at those weigh-ins and I used to think, this guy can't go to heavyweight. And Derek gets in and Derek proper shook him. And you see what Derek has done in the last 5 years in the sport. And you know what Deontay's legacy is. Both have their legacy. They will, one thing's we can't say that, you know, the loser goes home with nothing. They both have their legacy. But, you know, it might be time to say that famous Bocelli song, time to say goodbye to one of them on April the 4th.
Calla, how proud are you that MF Pro are launching it with this sort of big first show alongside Frank and Queensbury, the heavyweights, so many of them there in the Queensbury stable. It's a big statement, isn't it?
Listen, to have a testimonial, to have Frank Warren as your co-promoter on your first show at the O2, you know, you're doing all right. You know, new kid on the block making the big fights. That's what I'll say about MF Pro. What I would say is, you know, you're doing something right in boxing when you've got broadcasters fighting over the rights. Because most of the time, and Frank will probably agree with me on this, we're pushing it, right? We're pushing it. We're not the Premier League. We're pushing the beautiful science of boxing, but we are pushing it. We're selling it. So when a broadcaster is in a war to sell us their services, you know that you got something special. You know you got something special, and that's when you know you're doing it all right. And we're delighted with the choice. We're delighted to be globally on what is now undoubtedly the home of boxing, DAZN. Fantastic fights that are taking place on DAZN. Of course, the Saudi shows, but outside the Saudi shows as well. Nick Ball this weekend, fantastic show. Every week there's boxing on DAZN. It's a true home of boxing, and for us, you know, it's a very exciting evening, Easter weekend.
Thanks, Calla. I, for one, can't wait to get to Liverpool for Nick Ball. Frank, I know you'll be excited about your little man there, but this is the big guys and heavyweight boxing, the blue ribbon division. You've seen so many through the years. Still as excited as ever to hear that first bell this time?
I am. Good evening, everybody. Very much so. You know, nice to be working with Amen, working with Callie, and obviously with Shelley after all these years, and obviously with Deontay, we go back, and Derek. You know, I'm a fight fan, like probably everybody here, and some fights have fight written all over them, and this is one of those. You look at the styles of these guys, you look at the age they're at, you know, Callie said it, all Amy said it, all about the 50th fight, and you know, the loser's got nowhere to go and the winner will go on. That's a fact of life. In this fight, that's a fact of life. And what I look at is the styles and what these styles will bring to the fight. And both of them are walk forward fighters. Both of them come to fight. No backing up. And as soon as that bell goes, you are going to get, as Derek will say, war. It's going to be a war. It's going to be bombs away from the two of them, and you are going to be sitting on the edge of your seat watching this. This is the type of fight it is. Heavyweight division's on fire, lots of big fights being made. The winner of this, I don't think he'll retire if he wins.
Mate, please.
But whatever happens, the winner will go on. And the loser's got a real problem because of, I'm not being disrespectful, and I can say it because I'm older than both of them because of their age. And that's where we are. Everything will be on the line Easter weekend, on their line. And one of them, as I was talking about earlier, one of them will have their chips. It will be all over. That will be it. And this is what's going to make it so exciting. It's on the Zone, home of boxing. They're our partners. We work with them. All the greatest fights, all the best fights are on there. This is going to be something special. These guys have worked very hard. We all worked very hard to put this together. It's there. It's going to be a great night for the fans. And do not blink. This is one of those fights. Don't blink. Don't blink because you're going to miss something. It's going to be something special whilst it lasts.
We know never blink, especially when the Bronze Bomber is in the ring. The saying is that power rarely fades, so that will retain with him. But what about Derek? Calla said the trajectory in the last 5 years has been extraordinary. Can you believe that we're still sitting here with Derek in fight number 50, whether he decides to go on and try for a world title, or his family will say, come on, enough's enough. How proud are you of Derek?
I've been telling him enough's enough. He don't say no notice. He's doing what he's doing. He's a fighting man. He's going through a purple patch. I mean, look what he's done in the ring. I mean, he's defied age, defied predictions. It's what he's done. And, you know, with Deontay, I'm not speaking out of school. You know, he had the third fight he had with Tyson Fury is probably one of the most exciting heavyweight fights I've seen sitting at ringside. Unbelievable fight. You know, Tyson and him on the floor getting up, the powers there. And I know he's had some, I'm not being problems outside the ring and that, but Shelley's telling me he's in a great place. He seems in a great place. So we'll see. On the night, we'll see with these guys. These two fellas are fighters. They're heavyweight fighters. They're going to go to war. As soon as that bell goes, meet in the centre of the ring, no backing up. And I really don't think it'll go the distance. It will be bombs away.
Yep, they're really looking tip-top physical and mental shape already. Deontay, since the Fury fight, can you get, after that trilogy, the magic back? Is it still there? Is the Bronze Bomber there, locked away and ready to come out again April the 4th, like we haven't seen in a while?
Man, it's definitely there. It's ready to bust out. You know, it will on April the 4th, for sure. You know, I've been through a lot, you know, outside of the ring. And usually my problems outside of the ring, I usually can handle them. But the journey that I had to go through, it was above me. I had to do a lot of work mentally. Physically and emotionally, I was there. I never left that, but mentally I was done for, you know. Been hurt. You know, when a man loves, he loves hard. And when his heart is broken, it's a devastating thing. It's almost like you want to kill yourself. But I had to put my heart back together. I had to put it back together. And most of the time I was convincing myself that I'll be all right. I can do it. This ain't nothing you ain't never been through before. But I was lying to myself, you know. And I had to come to a realization. Certain things, certain fights was a measuring stick to am I really there or not, you know? And it gave me the answer. And when I got the last defeat, I knew exactly. I went to Shelly and meeting them. And we handled that, you know? It's tough. You gotta understand, we are fighters and we're not robots, you know? We still have a life outside boxing. We still go through emotions. We still have emotional roller coasters in life. You know, no one person has it all figured out, you know. So that's why things are placed and set for us to go seek help for certain things. And, you know, as my race of people, you know, it's hard for us to go see therapists and stuff like that because sometimes we done been through so much in life, you know, the trauma of things, we feel like we can handle it. But when you go try it, you'll find out it's all right. you know. And here I am now, the rebuild of myself. I'm human just like everybody else, you know. I've been through my trials and I've been through my tribulations of things. And here is the product right now. I still got more left. The fire is still in me.
Amen.
And it will show.
Amen.
I just can't wait. I can't wait. And I like to appreciate everybody that came out tonight. Y'all all look so beautiful. Y'all look like y'all ready to see this fight happening.
Apart from this guy.
So get the message out as fast as you can. Tell them extra, read all about it, because it's going to be a war come April the 4th. And I truly mean that. Don't mistake this friendship.
Alicia.
Please.
Thou shalt not pass.
I won't pass it. The only gate the gatekeeper can have is the gates through heaven, and I don't think he's the gatekeeper of heaven.
I am.
That's
I
it.
am the gatekeeper. You want to fight Alexander Usyk? I am the gatekeeper.
Well, if you are the gatekeeper, you better pack a lunch.
No, I am.
And I mean that lunch better have a smoothie of a lunch, because you're not going to be eating.
Thou shalt not pass. You cannot enter. Wow, it's going to be amazing.
Human emotions, Deontay, we have so much respect for you as a fighter and a man. Same with you, Derek. Friendly fire and fish and chips to one side. Tell us all what's going to happen on April the 4th, Derek.
Listen, I've been planning this in my head. April 4th, I leave my house, get on the tube. You know, I'm going to get my friends there and raise the colors, to raise all colors, Union Jack, around the O2 Arena for me. Come out, you know, train station, tube station, actually, call it, and walk the arena. And this last time walking there, the next time I'll be going there, I'll probably be a panda. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so, yeah. And then warm up and then get in the ring. And, you know, Hotel California blazing the last time. Yeah, listen, then get in there, see this 6'7" guy on the other side. And the first thing I'll be saying to myself, and I always say this to myself, God, honest truth. I'll be walking there, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why? Every time I'm like, oh, he's such a dick. Where you going now? I'm like, fuck. But this time I'm like, yes, this is the last one. That's it, we're done. Yeah, so I'm excited. So I'm buzzing. April 4th is gonna be electric. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have to flip tables. Sorry. I don't have to flip tables. You were there. I don't have to spit water in anybody's face. I don't have to slap anybody. I don't have to threaten anybody. Me and my good friend here, we both know what we need to do. You know, we are cool right now, but at the same time we are cool, we are sizing each other up. You understand? So it's just one of those things, you know. We ever see when lions meet each other before they kill each other, they like size each other up, you know, they're smelling each other and shit like that, and they sound like, ah! You know, that's exactly what's gonna happen on April 4th. So I'm very, very excited for this fight, which is brought by MF Pro in Queensbury. So I'm excited, and I'm surprised. And this time you're on my side, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah. So, thank
But
you.
remember what I said, I'm gonna be a road man in the arena.
I know. I want you to be a road man. I want you to be. You know. And there's nothing else. I enjoy that. Nothing I enjoy more than anything. You know, when someone hits me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what am I gonna do here? I can hit him back. So I'm excited. I'm buzzing. You know. So I'm happy. Thank you very much for coming to London, and I can't wait to see you, my brother.
Finally, is it victory by knockout, Derek?
For me, it's victory by knockout, stoppage.
Deontay, for you?
Victory by knockout.
Early or late? Doesn't matter.
You had to be there to see.
It's going to be fantastic, guys. A terrific atmosphere.
One second, Adam.
Always, yes.
KD, come here. KD, come here.
He gonna sing.
KD, 258. Pleasure to have him up on stage. Should be here with you.
Sorry, I want to bring something up to you guys. Is what's her name? Is Abzi October Red? Is she here? She's outside. Can you get her for me, please? Yeah.
What did you have up?
Is she coming? Ladies and gentlemen, you see this lady here?
Have I been a bad girl?
No, you haven't. She's a very good friend of mine, and KD came and told me that your sister has passed away.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry, and I don't know what you're doing. You should be home, but I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And I wanted everybody to know that you're a very good friend of mine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you, October Red. Absolutely. Lovely lady around the circuit.
Now you're gonna get all the interviews you want from me.
Now you can't beat me on camera.
No, I can't.
That's the human side of Derek Chisora. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. And for Deontay Wilder. Now, honestly and openly, he spoke. These are two warriors, but they're two nice human beings who've given us absolutely everything. And on April the 4th, live exclusively on DAZN, let's do this. A swashbuckling affair. Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder will pose for a head-to-head here. And we thank you very much for coming along. It should be a great fight week leading up to April the 4th. Thank you, the top table. Thank you so much to two great heavyweight fighters of our generation. Mr. Deontay Wilder on my left and Mr. Derek Chisora on my right. April the 4th, the 100. Let's get it on.
We drop it in a mix time, rise and amplify, we coming with this swing. Just